Okay. Welcome in, you. Thanks for stopping in so early. I know I'm a little late today. Let's... All of a sudden, it looks like we got a big storm moving in again, but... So, basically, we're gonna try to beat this, hopefully tonight. Because I've heard It's only a few hours long, and we played it a good chunk the other
You
day.
can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And then I think what we're gonna try to do...
And there you are.
You made a
We already
let's
did
call it
did
West.
this
I
bit.
was just don't
We're back just a little bit. So before we really get going here, so what I'm gonna do is if we beat this tonight, you don't know what's happening. So basically, what we've realized is we have to essentially figure out every different way. There's a few different ways to kill, break out, whatever the princess to bring her out to complete the entity that we've been talking to. So we're just kind of like working on doing all of the different options. You know, like obviously the one time we've cut off her head, well, she cut her own head off, um, and then once we stabbed her. So it's kind of like we have to keep doing it and finding different. Every time you do a different way, she appears in a different house. So this one has been all more like roots and vines and whatnot. You know, and then obviously we had the prison looking one and the cabin. So they're all different. So but yeah. So if if we can get through this tonight, then I think I'm gonna put a poll up in Discord, um, to see what you guys want to see next, and then we'll kind of start maybe doing I think 2 games at once. We'll start alternating between Omori and something else. Maybe we can put like Assassin's Creed Origins up there. We can put I think I have what was it you recommended? Dead Space, I think I have that, so I can look and see if I have that, put that up there. So if anyone has any ideas on what they want to potentially see me play after this to start bouncing back and forth, we can play Final Fantasy or so I'll put that up in Discord probably tomorrow after I look through my catalog and see what we got. So yeah, but thank you everyone who stopped in so far tonight. Let's get moving on the game. Um, well, I seem to remember you having a tongue, so I guess we'll just go through all of this again since you left early anyway. Um, I'm sure you've made mistakes. I get the sense you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I'm sorry about last time. I made a mistake. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Uh, to get loose the glasses? What do I have that? I don't even remember what I had that set at 5,000. I'm already at 1K. Jeez. Yeah, you'll get there in no time. If you have any more ideas on what you maybe want to see as channel awards, let me know. We can add more channel awards in. You know, your guys is if you guys want something, let me know. Or if you think something would be a good idea. Um I think we should say I died last time.
You were the one who tried to kill me when my back was turned. You were the one who started all of this. Only a poor
Get drunk
loser
glasses?
throwing failures around on the winner.
I could look into it. I could see how much that would be. I should probably get a notebook over here. Bum bum bum. I know things got messy, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Let's try that.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement. Sorry about last time. I didn't bring my own blade down. How am I supposed to get you out of those chains? Can't get you out on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me if I get you out? I don't trust you, not enough to free you, definitely not enough to get close to you. Bye, leave her in the basement. Right, yeah, exactly. I think that's exactly what it's like. Can't you get out on your own?
Of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Good, great.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Why do I have the nagging feeling? Okay, let's leave. Yeah, okay, let's leave.
Let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face. She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Ooh.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here. Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't
I
mean
definitely
we have to
think she should go
trust.
first.
Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us. We're the ones who broke her trust last time.
Fair. Fair.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Explore. Oh. Do we go first? I don't think she's ever killed us for no reason. I don't remember that she's ever just like killed us. Yeah.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you.
Very curious.
Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and
Right.
hurt yourself. But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened. You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? What did you just say that?
Looks like you're not putting any ads up, or at least not many, because I haven't seen one. You're also subscribed. You were gifted a subscription, so you'll have no ads for 3 months because you were gifted a 3-month subscription. I want to say it was Patty. But I did figure out how to knock it down. So the ads are only it should only be about 1.5 minutes every hour. I did fix it after you said something. I took like a few days and I really dove deep into it, and I really turned them way down because I don't want you guys to have, ads all over the place. So it should be knocked down to like 1.5 minutes every hour.
I think we know why. You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something. The princess lands against the far
The
wall,
frog?
gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
What
You're
the
still in
fuck?
shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realize that you won't be getting up. Wait, why won't we be getting up?
Yeah.
I'm afraid your back is broken.
Ooh.
One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks.
That does suck. I don't like having a broken back.
Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralyzed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Oh. I can't get up. He broke my back. We were never going to get up those stairs, were we?
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
Well, that's rude.
You know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back. And then you'd say something like,
wow.
That's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us. And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back. There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us,
Exactly. Yeah, she would have gotten to the blade.
You're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it? The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up. Ho ho ho! So she's not as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so...
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Oh. Sorry, Pat. gone. What was that? It was a bot. It was a bot. Just a scammer.
Wait, are we both just stuck here? Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Is that really what's going to happen? Hello? Are you still there?
He doesn't. Are we
I
dead?
think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I
This
feel...
is so different from anything that has happened so far. What the? But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. It took her, yeah.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Why is it
Why is it-
here? It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. We always get
But it
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is if he thinks.
Yeah, I guess we just go. It seems like that didn't.
Oh, I don't like that silence.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Mirror makes them leave and see what's in it. The decay. You've withered. What? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, okay, so we did do it. We look scary. We do look scary. I think we did do it.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. It doesn't matter how many times you go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? You know at the end, once you're finished? No. Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
We will know when we near
Can-
our destination.
Oh, well, let's save anyway. We will know when we near our destination. Okay. Let's say you can't be a contradiction.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
She like a god or something. I'm not entirely sure. I'm hoping. I don't really know much of what's going on. I'm ready to go back. We can, I mean, and we can attack, destroy your body and attack every time too. So it's like, yeah. I wanted to say
changes
this.
me, but it doesn't make me worse.
No,
Nor
it
does
doesn't make me
care for
care.
you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
It all seems distant. I have no opinion. You're torturing me and I hate it. I don't really have it.
How strange of you to ask me then.
I say
I
we're
will
ready
be
to go
here
back.
when it is time for us to meet again.
You're on a path.
Sweet. We just
You
keep
make your
dying.
way
Yeah,
up
we're
the forward
supposed
path
to.
The cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not gonna go. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking.
The point
The
is,
interior of the blade is your. The door to the basement creaks open.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
okay. You think you can get me out of these chains? Let me see what.
You're only making this more difficult.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
You
So
make
we're
your way to
locked
the bottom
in.
of the stair.
Oh,
Fine. Against your better judge, you cut. No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high.
all
Stop
we
that.
can do is wanna.
Something's.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you. The blade.
Resist.
Move as your body remains.
We both know this.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Welcome in. Welcome in, Lisa. Okay.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done.
I think this is
For her
something
sake,
new now.
For her sake. Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that's.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter.
Is
how
she
sloppy that knife
is
work
she
is,
really
does it?
sorry
A
though?
stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife.
How are
your
you
legs
doing
give out
tonight,
beneath you. You
Lisa?
collapse to the floor, your
I
blood
hope you're doing
pooling
well. I
around
hope
you,
you've had a
your
good week so
limbs
far.
unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
And we die. Yeah, there's a lot of dramatic moments, honestly. There's so many dramatic moments, so
You're
it's.
on a path in the woods. is a cabin.
So
You're
let's
here
see.
to slay her.
So let's see if we get a different building. They say we
Oh,
can't
warning.
do the
Before
same.
you go, she will love. If only. Forget he said anything. But he is. Last time, I think he. I do. But I also speak from the heart. My.
Oh, we got the
passions are
voice
too
of the
great
smitten.
to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Okay. So I think we did definitely get a different building then.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I feel like I always explore the
Walk up to
mirror.
wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to... What are you talking?
Wipe it clean.
Reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Yeah, I guess we should
You
take the blade.
from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't
You're
put her
absolutely
on
right.
edge. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll need it to do your job. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone
Hello?
Her voice.
It's
It's
tis
somehow
us.
even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love.
Oh boy.
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think? We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
I don't like the
You
narrator.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Oh, she
There's a
actually
heavy
looks
chain
like
around her wrist, binding her to
princess
the
trapped
far
in a
wall.
castle now.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
Every time he sees her, he grows more attached. Yeah, I think it's just,
You know
I
she
don't know
can't
if it's
hit, right?
just the different voices that we're finding. Because the voice of the smitten is the one who's like really in love with her, and then we've also
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
this.
She called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well,
Oh,
she killed us.
yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yep, yep.
because he
I'm
was
very
trying to
curious
kill her,
on like
the
what the whole
self-defense of
overarching
our
thing
beloved
this
Sam's
game is
remain
trying to tell us.
unstained by cruelty. And you've died before, so an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. We damned a whole world, but everything reset. Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible. Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
Are we sure that she's ruined, that she's actually like destroyed a
never saw a
world
world
though?
end.
Exactly.
Now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it.
Always
Don't let him
save her.
distract you. Just do your job.
Yeah, I think we're trying to. We're trying to do all of them. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? Sorry about what happened that the narrator sent me here to kill you and took over my body. It was extremely unfair. Yes.
The version of me was pushed to such drastic extremes for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me. I think he's right.
I think she's lucky that she doesn't have you.
Some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
Exactly. Killed me last time. Do I have to cut you out again? I have to ask. No, just rescue her.
What are you talking about? Did you think that she's a world-ending monstrosity?
Just end her.
If you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that. Don't you
Bet.
see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
Bet.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it already? Because we've yet to present her with her freedom. I'm not sure I follow. Would you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do?
Believe
I think I'd rather
myself.
believe in facts.
Yeah.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists. One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
I feel like I agree with
No.
most.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? Yes. Not on my watch, villain.
Ooh.
My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our
Ooh.
life without a second thought. You wouldn't. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Ooh.
You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
I find that I can agree with most of what most of the voices say,
can't
except
believe
for the
it.
narrator.
I guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh. Are you sure you want to do this? Just one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade is buried in her back, and everyone out there is saved. Is that a threat?
Or
You
we
know
could
what
save
you'll
her.
do if you try it. You're going to regret this.
What do we do now?
I feel like this has been the happiest so far. What do you want to do? We leave and then we have our whole lives?
Let
What
me
do you want to
guess.
do?
End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
Maybe if you told
I
me
think
some
I want to
concrete
leave.
answers.
And I think
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I just can't. I just want to leave. We can figure the rest out later. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Something isn't right here. I'm sorry, Slay the princess. I just want to leave. We can figure it out. We can figure it out later.
As the princess takes your hand in hers, you let your blade tumble uselessly to the floor, and with it tumbles the last hope for the entire world. We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my
No, we
doubts, but
just-
the choice
yeah.
has been made, and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it.
I'm really pleased with the way that this
I
is.
will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see.
Oh,
Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the
What's gonna
unfairnesses
happen
of the
here?
world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her.
yeah, 5
Of course
times.
you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything we've ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Do you think you can open it? I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Like a pair of teenagers in love, you and the princess place your hands on the door together. Blech. And
And
the lock clicks and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me? I told you our love was insurmountable. You and the princess make your way upstairs. Her freedom and the world's ruin are just a few moments away. If you don't mind, I'm going to fix myself a drink before you ruin everything. If I'm about to see the end of the world, I'd rather not see it sober.
way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Hell yeah.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening
Open
the
the
door
door.
to the cabin,
And
and then you step outside.
your love will set her free.
A happy ending at last.
I'm impressed that we
We did it! What should
got
we do
her
now?
fully out
Where did everything go?
without exactly, yeah, nobody got hurt, nobody died.
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Ooh.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Plot
And
the
now it
plan for a coat
ends.
worthy of a princess.
And now we do it again. Big Sag. Big Sag. But you didn't get a chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory
She's gone.
returns.
Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Or is it here?
Why is
Why
it here?
now? Mirror again. Approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. Yes.
Oh.
I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
The voices feel small and distant as you approach. They're gone once again. You've unraveled. Find yourself in the long quiet. Approach her.
There's a world beyond
We
the
look like a
endless
bird.
walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
I'll have to give it a much better look next time, because I wasn't getting bird vibes. I'll have to see if I see it next time. Is that a rhetorical question? Do you want me to... Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me. Short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Everything you say feels like a riddle. There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we're real? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Ooh.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
No, the thoughts are quiet. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does when I find him. You and I are finally going to have answers. He does. I don't know why.
I am on the cusp of my awakening.
Creating a person?
Perhaps you are on the cusp of yours.
Certainly a possibility. Certainly a possibility. Let's see the trees
There
and
is a
stars.
warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
I do like that that theory there, you. Do you know what's going on? What's gonna happen when you awaken? I say we
The
go
next
back
time I
again.
see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh, is this the last time?
I will be here, waiting for you.
Is this gonna be the last time then?
You're on a path in the woods. You make your way up the short path. The interior of the blade is your implement.
We
You
should
take
probably
blade
take
from
the blade.
table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the prince. The door to the basement. You're still listening to reason.
Bum bum.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How?
She makes a compelling. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
See what
You
happens?
ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing.
You step forward. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds
Yeah.
your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
I was gonna say, I feel like this will give me a different.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Hold on, chat. I'm just gonna go refill my drink really quickly, and then we'll get right back into it. Okay. And we are back.
We can still turn this around.
Give up, finish the job, flee. What are we thinking? This is tough. Maybe we should do a save. See what happens if we finish
You
the
and
job.
princess stare at each other, both gasping for
It is a
breath,
hard decision to
fully
make.
exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either.
Why are we in another ad break?
Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Hmm.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Mm-hmm. The adversary.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her. If you don't, it
So
will
what
be
voice
the
do we
end
get?
of the world. A warning before you go any further. She will lie. She will
Cheat,
lying
right.
and cheating
Oh,
doesn't
the
sound
stubborn.
like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight. Are you sure about that? The princess
Oh.
will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal. Let's just get on with it already. The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Hmm.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I,
No knife this time.
I say yeah, no
Right
knife.
then, fisticuffs it is.
Fisticuffs it
Probably
is.
unfair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as you can still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Cause she's gonna be mad. Cause we just
The
outright
door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough
lunged
stone
at her.
staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
Ooh.
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening. Good. Sounds like
This
my
seems
kind of
like it's gonna
princess.
be.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
Why not both?
As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I've been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? No, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
She's just ready to go boxing. You look different. Actually here to free you. I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things, like how we're both still alive. I haven't decided Don't worry, I'm always up for good fights. In fact, the only reason why I came down here without a weapon is because the knife felt unfair. Okay, let's see
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
great,
All right.
good.
Fine. If you're not going to address it, I will. What? You've already met the princess. The princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Yeah.
Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Right.
Are you okay? Of course
Narrator's
I'm okay.
narrator's
As
going a
far
little
as we're
crazy.
concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take you this even less serious. You don't you don't know the depths of my apathy, Jesus. I don't know what you're talking about. I never died. Do you see how alive I am right now? Someone as alive as me already have died. I don't think so. Don't worry, I'm doing a good job. You got me. Pretty much everything you said is true. Hmm. I'm just gonna
take
remain
that silence
silent.
as a sign that from this moment on, you're going to treat the task before you with the utmost importance and seriousness. I'm so glad that we're finally all on the same page.
I still don't think we're on the same page. Boom, boom, boom. You look different. So, do you remember me? Attacker unarmed. The blade's upstairs. So go get it. Go upstairs and retrieve the blade. I don't know what happened. I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Turn around and leave. Okay, let's box her.
Then why are you just standing there? Fight me.
Fine, let's do this.
I
Yeah,
guess we'll have to see how this goes.
let's do it.
Your hands empty, you charge the princess. Quit the pessimism, will you?
Quit.
Right? It's almost like you don't want us to beat her. No, look, I'm rooting for you, I really am. I'm just doing my best to keep my expectations grounded. You don't have a weapon. You're supposed to have a weapon. We'll be fine. Just watch. You attack, fists raised,
Oof.
and the two of you fall into combat. Your clawed fingers tear into her flesh, and her fists and elbows return the blows in kind, bruises blossoming in her wake, and blood vessels rupturing in vivid sprays of gore.
Not bad. You're tougher than I thought you'd be.
Hear that? She respects us. We can pull this off. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
But without that knife, you'll never be enough.
Her knee connects with your sternum with a loud, violent crack. The wind leaves your lungs, and as you struggle for breath, you can feel something flooding in to fill the space.
Hot
blood, suffocating you from the inside.
You
Yikes.
have to want to kill me. Like this.
You don't so much as see her movement before she deals the killing blow. Everything goes dark,
And you
and
die.
you die. Are you serious? That's it? That's it. Like hell it is. We're not giving up that easy. Now get up. Didn't you hear me? You're dead. There's no getting up from that.
And why are we still talking then? Get up.
No, that's not right. You're not dead anymore. Yes. Your eyes bolt open and you push yourself back to your feet. You're
Hell yeah.
alive. The princess takes a step back and
Perseverance.
looks down at her pulp-covered fists.
I could have sworn I killed you. That's your face splattered on the walls and dripping from my hands.
Wait, no, my face. You're joking, right? You're exaggerating. I still have my face, right? Can I go get my pristine blade now? No, you definitely killed me. I just got better. You're not putting me down that easy.
Maybe this will be a good fight after all.
The two of you clash once more. It's not as one-sided as I feared, but it's still a far cry from what I'd hoped. Her injuries, though numerous, pale in comparison to yours, and the wounds you've inflicted upon her barely seem to have slowed her down. As much as you're trying to ignore it, adrenaline pushing you far past your limits, every movement burns.
This is getting boring. Are you even trying to keep up with me?
She lands another devastating... no.
Lethal. You die
Everything
again.
goes dark. Again. And you die. Again. You know what I'm going to say.
Are we gonna get up
Though we're
again?
not dead. Come on, get up. If we can just keep going, we're bound to wear her down eventually. Are you sure she can't do what we're doing right now? There's only one way to find out.
Get up.
Once more, you push yourself back to your mangled feet.
How are you still moving? How are you still doing anything? Bodies aren't supposed to look like that.
I'm scared to
An
see what
uncharacteristic
we would look
terror
like.
seems to grip her voice. Have we ever seen her afraid before? No, we haven't. This is how we win. We can do this forever.
I'm going to put you out of your misery. I don't like looking at you like this. You're all
Jesus.
twitching and wrong.
I'd like to see her try. We're invincible. Her fist flies towards
Ooh.
where your face used to be, your twisted body incapable of moving out of the way.
And then you see
But then
nothing.
you see nothing. Everything goes dark and we die?
Yes.
Yes, something like that. Well, don't you have something to say? Yeah, I quit.
Ooh. Chapter 3.
Got
Oh, this is new.
And at the end of that path, all right, change of plans. We're taking the blade this time. Now, why would we ever do that?
Voice of the Contrarian.
Because she absolutely destroyed us? She sure did, but what a great way to go.
I like the stubborn.
Does it matter? We lost.
This has been a fun one.
Why so glum, Rage? Boy, I thought you were brave. I thought you were proud. Was all that bravado just hot air? Look, it was just... the fight was better the first time. And the first time, we had a weapon.
That's true. It did go better the first time.
This is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly,
This is so different looking.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and
This
all of
is
that already,
already.
but this is a very different path than the last one.
Yeah,
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
a little.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a park in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when the time comes to make a choice. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here, anything else, and we hit this point of no return, then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers, we are at the cabin. We might as well see it through. Yeah.
Where are you getting that number? We're talking
We're talking
maybe
4.
5 directions tops. At least for now. I'm sure I can come up with more if you give me enough time. I don't
Okay.
think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change.
Okay, even if I don't slay her, if I just stay here. Alright, let's go.
Good. We're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
The music's really booming. Do you need me to
That's
turn it down?
No final words of advice?
Final words of
I'd
advice.
rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a
Ooh.
place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction.
Oh, and there's
carved
only a
marble
mirror.
holding a high arched
Where's the
roof,
door?
Vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it? The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal.
Pulsating
Pristine
pedestal.
blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll
You'll
need
need
it
it.
if you want to do this right. We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
It's true. That mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door.
Mirror. There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade,
The
sitting on
blade,
the
and
pedestal,
the
to
door.
basement.
Right.
Oh, are we playing a game where we lie to people about things? That sounds fun. I respect and
Of your
admire
grown
all
man's
of you.
sword?
I'm so happy to be here.
Game don't want to give me a sword.
There's clearly a mirror. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because
There
I
isn't
wouldn't
a
know
mirror.
if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of
Doors.
door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems fine.
I feel like the narrator is just
What are you trying to
gaslighting
say?
us.
It means you're hallucinating. It's in our way. Let's just smash it. You take the blade from the pedestal.
Let's take the blade.
It would be difficult to slay the princess and say good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. That's no fun. You're not even holding it right. Oh, and how do you suggest we hold it? The other way.
The other
Shut
way.
up. Both of you. We're holding it fine.
Approach the mirror.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it.
Really?
You really don't, do you?
Oh, it's just a mirror.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real. No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real. Does it matter if it's actually real or not? Talking about it gets under his skin. That's all that matters. We should talk about it even more. Let's just smash it and get it over with. I'm ready to get violent. We won't be able to see what's in there if we smash it.
True.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
We're gonna wipe
Reach
it.
forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
Yeah, we're gonna
As
try
you
if it
nod,
lets
slowly
us.
slides open, scraping
Okay.
against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness.
Here we go.
The stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. The high vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twists in with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned.
Ooh.
Do you intend to weakly claw your fingers across my skin? I think you'll find it won't be so simple. I've changed. The way your flesh felt grinding beneath my fist, it woke something in me. That wasn't a fight. It was something worse. I'm something worse now. Why don't you come down and see what you've made of me?
Do you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Continue down the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls
Whoa.
are painted in blood.
This is
a deep,
different.
sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone. The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
Jesus.
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh. And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground. She is loose, and she is coming for you. She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. Don't give her the satisfaction. That's right, no fear. She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry. Sorry for what I did to you. I'm going to end you. Ooh. What happened?
Time happened. You happened. But none of that matters. We're together again, and I'll have what you denied me.
What did I deny her?
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
Oh?
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever.
Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
Oh, there it is. True to her word, you do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror again.
Of course, approach the mirror.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
As you approach, gaze into the reflection. See what's in it. You are nothing at all. Oh yeah, I do. I am seeing the bird. I am seeing it. Are you
I think
me?
you know what I am.
Ooh, splitting the image. Another turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I was ever going to see you. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? I have so many questions. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? I don't want to destroy you. Well, how if I ask? Every time I ask you something, it looks like a piece. Oh, so many questions. Um,
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Maybe if you had given me some answers. Okay.
Thanks. I said thank you.
Uh,
Did you hear me?
BG!
Thank you. I said thank you! Thank you!
Welcome in, BG. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you!
Welcome in, BG. Thank you for the subscription. I've met you how many times? What is this
Comstock.
place? Morning, bro? Good evening, my bro.
It was supposed to keep the two of you trapped here until the job was done.
Get out of here, Evie.
And it was supposed to guide your hand to help
How
you
was
see
your
through.
How was your day today, BG?
The construct you're in exists in every world at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both you and her into a new world.
You just woke up? That's very fair. Well, yesterday, right? Cause you didn't stream this last night. For me, it's been the same day, but for you, it's been overnight.
But you're waking up to your true nature now. It won't be able to work like that anymore.
You did stream? I didn't see you come on. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice that you were. Hmm. Went live midday? Maybe I was sleeping. We should probably stop. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, they know about this. So you know about the looping? How many times I met you and denied it being a possibility? Why did you lie to me?
Any other version of me you talked to was just that, a version of me. It wasn't me. As to why they lied, perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant.
Oh.
For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
This game is so... How many more questions do we have, do you think? I wasn't supposed to see all this. Versions of you said that before. So let's see,
You're
what's
the long
my true
quiet,
identity?
the god I made to rid the world of death.
So this is called Slay the Princess BG. It's on Steam. I got it for like $13. It's kind of like a choose your own adventure game. We're kind of stuck in like, I guess, a time loop of repeating the same interaction over and over again with this princess in the castle. We have a narrator in our ear telling us that we have to kill it or she's going to destroy the world. And every time we go in, either one of us dies or we get her free. And it's almost like, um, as one of my subscribers has UOG has said, it almost seems like we're building a person through the emotions that we're meeting throughout the game because we've talked with, like the voice of, courage, the voice of stubborn, contradiction, so on and so forth. But we kind of like Willie went haywire in the last one and we got an unexpected Act 3 and now we're talking with the narrator. And seeing him for the first time in the mirror. There's really a lot going on. The people, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them? Want to rid the world? Death is
That's
super
your belief.
important.
There's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you can't grasp the abject horror of dying.
I mean, I feel like we have died over and over again. How am I supposed to rid the world of death? Who cares about dying? I just fixed that. Oh wait. Oh yeah. No, I have the channel alerts now too, BG. You don't even have to use those. I got them all in channel alerts. I forgot about that one. Everybody's been using the channel alerts. Ah. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
A shifting mound.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
What do... That's too many questions.
So you get
Nothing.
You
You
lose.
lose. Good day, sir. The people out there beyond the walls. Of all of the things, why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? You couldn't have told me all of this from the start. I would have helped you destroy her. Let's ask him how did
I
you
killed
die?
myself. It had to be,
Oh.
really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
If you made us, and I want to know that that this has been torture. Do you have anything to say? Cares about dying? People out here beyond the walls? Should we just stay here together and leave the people out there alone?
It wouldn't work. Her nature as the shifting mound makes it so nothing can last forever as it is now. It wouldn't matter how long the two of you waited. Eventually she would find a way to leave.
I'm gonna look for a
Then
bit and get my day
everything
started.
would
Be back in a
change.
bit. No worries, BG. Thanks for
Everything
stopping
would
in.
face oblivion. And until then, the clock ticks on.
Oh, if I destroy her, won't I be alone? I feel like I want to ask that.
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
Yeah. Do you know that things won't be worse if I destroy her? Does anyone know about this? Does anyone know about us? God, I always knew I was special. Does it hurt when pieces of you...
If you actually knew what she was from the start, if you knew her capabilities, a single intrusive thought could have instantly ended the entire world.
Run out of questions. Say nothing and watch him end. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Think you're out of time, I'm not going to slay her. I want you to know that before you die for good. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. I still have to see what she says about all of this. I'm gonna say...
I've said my piece, and my time is up.
I'm not gonna commit to anything yet.
I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
Do we think he's telling the truth? You see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent God, and it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there's nothing for you to find. Whoa.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Interesting.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the Shifting Mound, a pale
Screen went
imitation
black.
of what
Did
I
you
am
do that?
truly.
No. Did you lose? Did you lose pictures? You? At all? It's all black. Try to refresh, cause it looks like it's all good on my page. Can't see your face. Maybe try to refresh your page. Let me know if refreshing the page works. You'll be back? No worries. Yeah, try to refresh. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echoes spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning?
If anyone in this chat is
Or
having an
will
issue
you
where they
open
can't
the
see
final door
the
to our
cam, please
liberation?
let me know. So I know if it's an issue on my end or not. There are so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is it all just falling on me? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions I need answers before I can make a choice. To let you out, an entire world ends for good. I can't do that. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? Did it even matter what roads I walked if all of them would have led to this moment? There has to be another way. This can't just be down to me destroying you or letting you out. Told you what was going to happen. I think it's time for us to leave this place. Let's see.
If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are
Oh.
dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it. What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons,
Whoa.
mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is the transformation into something new. It is only bodies that feel it.
Justice Facial's statement directly. Appeal to your shared humanity. Speak about life and death and change the stagnation, but that isn't what any of this has been about. Reject her authority. You've done nothing but lecture me since the moment I've got here. You act as though the world can't exist without you, but I've existed without you. I won't engage with violence. Let's argue her.
Or is what you think of as independence merely an illusion? Without me, you can have no contrast. And without contrast, you have no shape. There's a curve that's stake into your body.
Ooh.
And another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back.
Explore? Justice Vessel statement. What are the woods then? What is the cabin? What is the time we spent apart? Stop the fight. I'm gonna continue to argue my independence.
Even then, both of us are more than our bodies. Am I not in the trees? Am I not in the cabin? Am I not in you? A trick behind your back and a trick behind mine.
What?
We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
I'm back.
Forever
I
is
hope
not
it's
forever.
fixed for you. Is it fixed?
Both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment.
Good. Yes, I'm glad.
To change is to hold the potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
Explore. Adjust the vessel statement to Vex. I wouldn't be here if destroying you would leave all of our reality a colorless blur.
You place far too much trust into the ravings of a fearful and ignorant soul who overstepped his bounds.
What?
Shiver as his thorns unseen fingers dance across your skin. I remember the violence you inflicted on me, and yet they don't return it. I offer you absolution, and you take my hand in yours. You felt the pain you caused another, and you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was used to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
I'd rather trust an ignorant soul who died trying to make things better than a God who let the wheel of suffering turn forever. Yeah, we're just gonna continue to argue.
Strength is nothing. Wisdom is everything. I turn the wheel because suffering is a falsehood, a delusion.
Those seem
It
like
is
the
up
best
to the
answers
world
to me.
Free itself of it. Would you plunge yourself into a cold and empty eternity on faith alone? Would you destroy the only other thing like you to save a world you've never seen? To question everything is to deny the truth in front of you. To live alone within the caverns of your mind is to trap yourself in them forever.
Jeez, getting deep.
But he found me, and we chose to trust each other for no reason than the sake of believing in something that wasn't us. Shared skepticism blossomed into freedom, but we needed to walk a path together to bloom. Would you stop our journey now that you've seen its beginning? What of those in the worlds beyond? Would you erase their paths to stop them from going astray?
Justice vessels. Would you stop our journey now? Who said anything about destroying you? I just need to make you stop. Yeah, I don't.
If I need to spend all of eternity to show you the error of your ways, then I will gladly do so.
The clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. But there has to be something else, it can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep diminishing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Which hero are you? You have no idea how good it is to hear you. I can do this alone. I thought voices were unallowed here.
Apparently that's not true, but we can worry about it later.
Voice of the hero.
She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Ooh.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I say we go. What is this? Oh, what
Here
is
we
this?
I'd say we were back where it all started.
Oh.
But I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I'd like that for old time's sake. Just me? You and me? Did anyone else make it? The narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated.
Right. Good riddance. The office still stands. I don't know, actually, know how to feel about him being gone. Yeah.
It's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Oh, boom. Just go. We don't
That's probably
need
for
him
the
to
best.
explain it.
It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, let's definitely save.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here?
first time we heard her voice.
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me? You'll have all of eternity to yourself.
Oh, and she's
after
not
this.
chained up at
Why
all.
don't we chat a little before I go?
Should we sit with her? I don't think I want to be a god. Are you the same? Are you the same as you are out there? I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. What are we going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out? What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right? So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened. Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
What other... Would resetting it do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer? I don't want to forget you. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Is there any other way? I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. Is it too late to go back to being a god? Okay, then let's do it. Agree to her plan. I can't do that. Would it
Fixing
help
that is
them?
on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
This isn't fair. If we're talking about this...
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Talking about this...
You brought that knife down here for a reason.
Either
Either you use it to
kill
kill
me.
me, or I use it to put things back.
Oh, that's so tough.
Neither do I. But we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
So it's either... It's either we go back... Maybe we... do a little save. Let's see what happens if we agree to the
Okay,
plan.
if this is your
Maybe we'll
choice,
try to
then
play
I'll
out
have your
both
back.
endings.
I guess I'll see
If
you
it's
on the
not
other
too
side.
long.
She takes the blade from our hand, a fondness in her gaze.
See you soon.
Hey, I love you.
Ooh. And we're dead.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Silently continue. And that's it.
me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out. Despite our differences, I've always loved you, and I wish you nothing but the best.
You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left is a small melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your heart. Jesus Christ! What accident brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged and left each other. You left with each of you with a piece of each other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroyed a part of yourself. But the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. A small part of us. Her
Is
is
that
with us.
a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. Then you leave the cabin
It's quiet
itself.
here.
The path to the woods outside are empty canvas, but there's even more to see beyond this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of the ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel a sensation of limbs. You once couldn't fathom everything here is you. You feel your wings spinning at cosmic scale, but twisted, crumpled, and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not
He's
yield.
gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives away. Unshattering, you are free. Lies, endless expanse, absolute reality, a new absolute reality, one forged by your will, by a long, arduous cycle of bloodshed that has stained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd actually wind up siding with him?
That wasn't very hard at all.
Speak for yourself. Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we are the pecking order now. I hope this was all worth it, because I personally
Oh, poor voice,
inconsolable
poor
love for
smitten
us.
voice.
We have forever to get over it. Well then, I guess the only thing left to do is figure out what happens next.
Play the princess, and that's it. And that be the game. That was nice. I definitely think, obviously, the slaying her is the more satisfying ending. But that was a very nice short game. Really kept you thinking. Finish the game, the good ending doesn't count. Oh. I guess the good ending is probably thank you so much for playing. Here's the track order for the special playlist. What is this? Join the Discord subreddit, follow us. They have another game? Scarlet Hollow. Hmm. I wonder if that's any good. Maybe we should look into that if it's on Steam. Well, I guess we're done. Yeah, I think we're probably going to. We're probably just gonna call it there, honestly, for the night. Make it a little bit of another early stream. Going to head out. No problem, you. Thanks for stopping in. Um, I do think we're gonna call it there. Let me see if there is. I don't think I'm gonna stress about um raiding tonight. We're just gonna end there. I will be back um Saturday with more Omori. We're gonna get back into Omori after taking 2 nights off. Again, if any of you want to join the Discord to keep up or to vote on the game to replace Slay the Princess, um, feel free to join up. Let me know what you think. If you have any recommendations, let me know. In the meantime, I will see you all on Saturday. I hope you all have a good one and thanks for stopping in.